just beginning warming up and mobilising, I want you to bring your feet a touch closer together, then hip distance apart. So basically you've got your heels directly underneath your hip bones, so underneath the bony part at the front of the hip. Your arms at your sides, toes shining forwards, and then just turn your thumbs out to get some external shoulder rotation. Relax through your pelvis, which will encourage the vertebrae in your pelvis to decompress from each other. And then enjoy getting more freedom right the way through your spine. So you're lengthening from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head, allowing your head to float away like a balloon. And then maintaining the length through your neck. Just tuck your chin in slightly so your neck is in line with your spine. Great, let's rock forwards and back. Just getting a gentle stretch through your Achilles tendons as you go forwards. And then as you rock back, just feel your thigh or your quad muscles switching on. So encouraging your core muscles to relax here. And that way, the bigger muscles on the outside, the lats, and then hopefully the smaller, deeper muscles that are closest to your spine, they do more. Option, do the same thing, eyes closed. So move and breathe and maintain balance. As you continue, just like ice melting into water, allow the soles of your feet to relax and feel the weight through the soles of your feet spreading out more evenly across the grounds. Make the movement smaller and smaller still. So come to a stop around the centre of the two moves where your weight becomes evenly balanced between your heels and the balls of your feet. Eyes open. So press down a bit more firmly through the outer edges of your feet, including pressing down more firmly from the outer edge of the heel all the way to the ball of the little toe. Maintaining that pressure. Small side bend going to your right and the outer edge of your left foot still grounded while then. Smooth side bend going left with the outer edge of your right foot grounded. So continue with these smooth side bends. As you keep going, just keeping the length and strength through your oblique muscles at the sides of your upper body. Arms go up about level with the shoulders and spread your hands and fingers out. Just that way, so you're increasing the load on your oblique muscles. Let your shoulders just move with gravity so they sink down or away from your earlobes. It should help you create more space for your shoulder joints. And if this one doesn't feel good for you for any reason, just take your arms back to your sides. Final side bend going to your left as you press the outer edge of your right foot down more firmly. And the shoulders back over hips. Well then, arms come down. So just take your feet out wider apart, turn the toes out a bit and knees bent. Press the knee towards the little toe. So hands to your opposite shoulders and then relax and twist to your right. Relax more and twist to your left. So either continue twisting slowly, or if swing and wrap feels nice for you, just let your arms hang down and then turn from your hips, your core, and let your arms wrap around your body. Take a breath in. Relax as you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So last couple of twists. And then from there, just bring the movement to a stop. Okay, so feet come back in. Just have your elbows set into your sides, palms facing up. So dumb waiter, take your hands out, but keep your elbows into your sides. And then when you get to your full range, I just want you to pulse there. So arms pressing back, just to work the three rotating muscles in the back of the body. That's 3 either side, so 6 in total. Arms back there and just holding. And then Cleopatra, so your arms lateral raise, your arms raised at your sides. Reach with your fingertips, turn your palms face down, And now turn your palms to face up. Good. And your elbows come back in. So smooth, hands going towards each other. And extend and rotate the shoulders. Opening your chest. Arms rising. So it's a nice sideways movement. Reaching. Palms turn down, internal rotation. Palms turn up, external rotation of the shoulders. Elbows returning. And your hands go back in towards each other. One more, so taking your arms back, open your chest, shorten through your mid-back. Arms rising, shoulders drop down, which should feel nice. Arms reach, and then turn your palms to face the earth. Turn your palms to face up, roll the shoulders back. Just turn your thumbs to point more towards the back of the ring. And elbows come back into your sides. Your hands going towards each other. Well then. Well, I guess let's move into some pelvic tilts here. So feet hip distance and bend the knees. Take the back of one hand to your lower back and the other hand to your tummy. So the shoulders staying still. And I want you to tuck your tailbone underneath so you round through your pelvis and round through your lower back. Just note here, so as you keep this position here, so when you're seated in this position, there is more pressure on your pelvic floor, because it's like you've got the weight of your pelvis sat down onto your pelvic floor. Just bear in mind that when you're seated, posteriorly tilting the pelvis like this isn't too great for your pelvic floor. And then let your pelvis go the other way, so getting that anterior tilt, we're just increasing that arch through the lower back. Well then. So tuck your tailbone underneath and round through your pelvis. If you've got a lordosis, so if you've actually got a bigger arch in the lower back, this is quite a nice one here to free up the vertebrae in that lower back area. Let your pelvis move the other way, so your abdomen relaxes and your lower back muscles shorten. And we'll do one more for each, so tuck underneath. Allow your pelvis to move the other way. Just make sure your abdomen relaxing as you do that. Okay, and then from here, so we'll move into just deeper core work. So back to heels underneath hip bones, toes shining forwards. And I want you to bring your fingertips to your hip bones at the front of your hips. Buttock muscles relax. And the same with your hamstrings, which are the backs of your thighs. So from there, so you've got your fingertips on your hip bones, and then slide your hands in towards each other, so your hands meet around the centre of your lower abdomen, maybe just a bit above your pubic bone, or even your fingertips on your pubic bone. So try and keep your buttock muscles relaxed, and then just slowly, and the slower the better, start to contract your pelvic floor muscles more strongly. And then maintaining that contraction just at about 30% of your maximum. So contracting your pelvic floor muscles at about 30% of your maximum. Imagine that your pelvic floor muscles are kind of wrapping around your tailbone, your coccyx, and around your sacroiliac joints in your pelvis. So you're feeling those pelvic floor muscles drawing in and lifting up to stabilise those lower vertebrae. Maintain that contraction. So if your glute muscles have contracted a bit, again, just buttock muscles relax a bit, maintaining that good pelvic floor contraction while then. And then from there, so breathe out through your mouth, draw your lower abdomen in and down in towards your tailbone at the base of your spine, and then breathe into the sides of your ribcage. Ocean breath out. Calmly breathing in. So as you breathe out, drawing your lower abdomen in and down in towards your tailbone, like you've got a piece of string in between your lower abdomen and your tailbone, and you're shortening that piece of string as you breathe out, and then enjoy breathing into the sides of your ribcage as you maintain that deeper core contraction. So maintaining that pelvic floor contraction and your lower abdomen drawing in. Just take your hands to your oblique muscles at your sides. That's the muscles in between the hip and bottom rib through the sides of your body. Squeeze your oblique muscles with your hands. And just feel the sturdiness of those oblique muscles. And now I want you to draw your obliques, draw your the sides of your waist in or away from your hands. So you feel those oblique muscles moving in closer to your spine, getting that lateral support for your spine. And then imagine that you're still squeezing your oblique muscles with your hands as you bring your arms back to your sides, thumbs turn out. Superb. So from there, arms go up in front, not too high at all, let your elbows bend. So maintaining that pelvic floor contraction, oblique strength, and transverse abdominal strength by drawing your lower abdomen in. Hips face forwards, and inhale, your right arm draws back. Exhale, right arm going forwards. Inhale, your left arm draws back. Exhale as the arm goes forwards. So maintain that deeper core contraction as you breathe in. That's really, really important. Strengthen that deeper core contraction about 5 to 10% more as you breathe out. One more. Breathe into the sides of your ribcage, and you're doing really, really well. Breathe out. Maintain that deeper core contraction, arms at your sides, palms to the front, tension in between the shoulder blades, shoulders lower. So now as you side bend to your right, feel your pelvic floor muscles holding your tailbone in position, and then let or encourage the oblique muscles right side to move in closer to your spine. Right, so your tailbone here is really, really stabilised. Side bend to your left. Feel your pelvic floor muscles holding your tailbone in position, and your oblique muscles left side moving in closer to your spine. Two more, side bending over to your right. Feel that pelvic floor strength. Feel that core control, that core stability in your pelvis. Side bending over to your left. Feel that lateral support here on the left side of your body for those obliques. Actually, we'll go for two more. So it's side bending right, and your oblique muscles right side moving close to your spine. Pelvic floor muscles are contracting and drawing up. Buttock muscles just relax a bit, just in case they've been a bit overactive. Oblique muscles left side moving close to your spine, stabilizing your spine. And now recenter. Well done, so relax there and just shake off. Right, just get a nice lower back release, so bend the knees, relax, and tuck your tailbone underneath, round through your pelvis. Now this time, just pause here, keep your tailbone tucked under, your arms at your sides. So now just go to about a third of a roll down, so round through your upper back, round through your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone underneath a bit more, a bit like you're on all fours and you're going into a cat stretch. And then just pause around here. So the more immobile vertebrae in your mid and upper back, just try and get those vertebrae moving a bit more. So possibly round through your spine more, tailbone tucks underneath a little bit more. And then your spine melting as you roll back up now. So up we go, effortless. Palms facing forwards. So bum squeeze a bit, and then just go into a baby back bend, keeping your hips over your heels, buttocks squeezed, and we're going forwards, well done. So again, posterior tilt the pelvis as you tuck under, round through the whole of your spine. Let your back muscles just fall apart, your chin tucks in. And then try and get the more immobile vertebrae in the mid-back moving. So as you keep the same there, you can just move your shoulders to one side a bit, shoulders then going to the other side a bit, and just laterally free up those more immobile vertebrae. And back to the middle, please. So liquidizing your spine as you roll back up. Palms facing forwards, buttocks squeezed, going to that baby back bend, arching back through the 2/3 of your spine. So spread your hands and fingers out more, and then have your chin tucked in a bit. Just be kind to your neck. And shoulders back over hips. Okay, great, just shake off from there. So take your left hand, your fingertips to the opposite side of your head. Tilt your head to your left. Bring your right hand to your right shoulder. And then just to press the right shoulder down lower. So you're trying to help to mobilise the first rib on the right side of your body. The first rib is just around where your collarbone is. Right palm facing in front. Spread your hands and fingers out. And now inhale into your pelvis and core to deactivate those areas. Exhale, tilt your head right. Your left hand moves the left shoulder lower. And then your left palm facing forwards, just spread your hand and fingers out. Nice work, and relax there. Okay, so we're into hip hinges. So we'll go feet hip distance. Just get about a 5 or 10 degree bend at the knees. Chest proud, hands to your opposite shoulders. And then from here, so your bum goes back a bit, tip forwards from your hips. Ideally, you end up getting your upper body parallel to the ground, so you don't have to go that far. Abdominals lengthening the tension. Just have a bit of a focus of you drawing the centre of your abdomen in towards the back of your body. And tilt your pelvis the opposite way from tucking your tailbone underneath. So you feel your tailbone going a bit closer to the ceiling. And now buttock squeeze, so your glutes will just pull you back up to the top. Might as well put your hands on your abdomen here actually. So again, tip forwards when you're ready. Shoulders really comfortable. So a 5 or 10 degree bend at the knees. Possibly getting your upper body parallel to the ground. And the centre of the abdomen drawing in. So that focus of tightening your transverse abdominis muscle, helping to cure or prevent diastasis recti. So buttock squeeze and pull yourself back up. And again, so tip forwards when you're ready. Lower abdomen drawing in, and the centre of your abdomen drawing in. So you're getting quite a nice abdominal workout here. Tilt your pelvis the opposite way from tucking your tailbone under, activating your multifidus muscle and your erector spinae muscles in the lower back. And buttock squeeze, so pull yourself back up. Right, okay, so 2 more, so you can keep doing the same. Just for future reference, progressions you could have will be arms out wide, shoulders back. So again, hip hinge, and the centre of your abdomen drawing in. Maybe if you're taking your arms out wide, just don't go quite as far. This was called a diver's pose in yoga. When you get as far as you're going to go, move your chest up and forwards. Feel those lower back muscles switching on, and buttock squeeze to pull yourself back up. And then again, probably for future reference, another progression. As you go forwards into a hip hinge, you take your arms forwards and up. So when you get your body parallel to the ground, you join your arms up, arms lifting up. Ready there, so bum squeeze, so glutes will just pull you back up to the top. Well done, arms down. Okay, refresh, inhale, lift your heels and arms up, relax legs. Exhale as you land your heels back on the ground. Just go again, so breathe into your pelvis and into the rest of your core. Create freedom through those areas. Breathe out as you come down smoothly. One more, so take a refreshing breath in. Expand the ribcage also, just because that feels nice. Breathe out in your own time. Okay, so we're going to a single leg balance. So heels back underneath hip bones, relax your feet. And then from there, so just go back to slowly contracting your pelvic floor muscles at about 30% of your maximum. Maintain that, try and keep your hips level. Just allow your right knee to bend so your right heel lifts off the ground there. And just feel your pelvic floor muscles holding those lower vertebrae position. Right heel down, and your left heel lifts, hips level, just like the left knee bends. Left heel goes down. And for level 2, minimize the weight transfer, just allow your right leg to rise up. Keep using those pelvic floor muscles to stabilize the vertebrae in your pelvis. Right knee to waist height. Maintaining that pelvic floor contraction, your right foot goes down, weight even. And again, try and minimize the weight transfer. So as though you've got a wall just here, and that wall is stopping you shift your weight over to your right. So we're getting better hip and core stability and ankle stability. Left foot goes down, just like you've got a wall just here on your left side. So it's going to stop you shifting your weight over to your left. Your right leg goes up. Maintaining that pelvic floor contraction, which will be a great way to get your pelvic floor muscles a lot stronger. Right foot goes down. So you've got that wall on your right side really close to you. So avoid shifting your weight right as your left leg goes up. Pelvic floor rock solid. Nice work. And both feet on the ground. Good, feet out a bit wider, toes turn out. So just side bend to your right. If it's good for you, your left arm goes up. So my arm's going out of the camera. And again, so one arm down. And side bend, reaching up. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So just have your arms at your sides now. Okay, just moving into some neck retractions. So last exercise for the standing part of the class. So let's come in a bit closer here. So basically, not too close. So basically with this one here, I'll turn out the sun. So with this one here, I want you to, so still standing, shoulders back, shoulders down, palms facing forwards. So you're not going to let your head drop like this, and you're not going to look up either. So just go into what's called forward head posture. So it's a gentle chin poke as you let your head go forwards a bit, not too much. And then retract from there now, so your head goes back, your chin tucks in, so double chin. Just pausing around here, and it's as though you're laying on your back and you're gently pressing your head back into a pillow, meaning that but tucking your chin in at the same time, meaning that you're getting more space in between the vertebrae and your neck, where the vertebrae are at the back of your neck. Not bad at all, and let your head go forwards. Your head moves parallel to the ground, so bad posture, and then your head goes back, just like a tortoise retracting its head back into its shell. Your chin tucks in the legs, and then gently press your head back into the pillow. Keep tucking your chin in. That's imagining that you're pressing your head back into a pillow. And then from there, just let your head and neck go back to a normal position, normal for you. And if you feel quite a bit of relief for your neck when you do that, that's a really great exercise for you to do regularly. So those are called head and neck retractions.